Okay, chalo, let's start with the consolidation of branch and head office books. ठीक है, वो स्टार्ट करेंगे अभी हम लोग कि कैसे हाउ द ब्रांच बुक्स विल बी इनकॉर्पोरेटेड इन द एचओ बुक्स. इट मीन्स all the branch records and balances should be recorded in the head office books, and then we are going to consolidate the same. I am repeating again, then we are going to consolidate the same. That is what the fundamental of these particular things. That is what the fundamental with respect to these particular books. Okay, कैसे करेंगे वो एक बार सीखेंगे हम लोग अभी. Okay, now while we are incorporating the branch balance in the HO books, there are separate two things that we need to understand first. One is that standalone profit and loss and balance sheet of the branch. So each branch will maintain its separate books of accounts as well as separate financial statements. And second point, that is the most important concept for us, that is a consolidated statement of branch and PNL. Okay, consolidated statement of branch and HO, sorry, branch and PNL, not branch and HO. So in the method 1, we have simply separate P&L account and balance sheet for each branch we maintain. So it is the same that we have learned with respect to the journal we made. Okay, here all the transaction in the branch will be maintained by the branch itself, and all the transaction of the HO will be maintained by the HO itself. That's what is important. Now there are two types of method with respect to the separation of the books of accounts. But in our case, the common and most important thing is that consolidation of the HO and the branch books. Okay. So if we see discuss about the little bit part of the method 1, see here what is written. Amount of PNL is shown by the branch and is transferred to HO in branch books, and converts entry is passed in HO books as follows. So it means when the PL is shown by the branch and transferred to HO in the branch books, okay, then converts entry we need to make in the HO book. So branch account debit to PNL account when we are going to transfer it. In such a case, not only PL but also separate balance sheet for branch HO, branch and HO is to be prepared. The branch balance sheet would show the amount advanced by HO to it as a capital. In HO book, such amount would be shown as an advance to branch. So very simple. While you are preparing the separate books of accounts, separate set of books, then you need to remember that branch will show the amount received or the any transaction related to the HO in their books separately. And while we are making the HO books, then we need to remember whatever the HO made the transaction of the branch, they will record separately. So these are the two important things that we should take care while we are maintaining the books of accounts separately for both the branch as well as for the HO. This is what the two different things. Okay, we need to maintain it separately. That's not a problem. But the thing is that while you are going to make a lot of emphasis on that part, that is nothing but the consolidation. While we are doing consolidation of the books of accounts between the branch and the HO, while we are doing the consolidation of the branch and HO, then certain adjustment, certain facts to be needs to be taken care. Okay, certain adjustment and facts needs to be taken care. एक बार हम लोग समझेंगे क्या क्या हो सकता है वो हम लोग एक बार देखेंगे. ठीक है, so let's write a little bit small parts. So making a writing is more habitual to understand the things. Okay, so एक बार नोट कीजिए और नोट लिखे तो एक बार सोनल लिखिए. Now we are writing certain notes here. Okay, see, you can write as a heading consolidation of branch and HO books. Consolidation of branch and head office books. Consolidation for the branch of branch and the head office books. That's what we need to understand first. Okay, now make a note, small notes. Consolidation refers to transferring the assets, liabilities, okay, assets, liabilities and profit of branch to the books of head office. Perfect. The books, branch is closed. It means when you transfer all the balance to the HO, then the book branch of is closed actually. Now thereafter the head office will prepare the combined balance sheet. Thereafter HO will prepare the combined financial statement. You can say combine, you can say financial financials financial statements. That is what the HO will do. Okay, including the balance sheet, including the PL. That is what the HO will do. Got it? Now, step for preparing the consolidation. Certain steps you need to follow. See, each and every question has a separate line of their item, but somehow we can follow a directory through which we can easily record all the transaction. Now, we can write plus steps for preparing consolidation. Steps for preparing consolidation. Steps for preparing the consolidation. Okay, steps for preparing the consolidation. So what is the steps for that? Now steps 1, rectify and reconcile the books of accounts. Definitely if there is any mismatch, okay, in the books of accounts of branch or HO, then it should have to be rectified first, and then the branch and both HO books should have to be reconciled. What are the entries is missing in the branch or HO and what are not recorded as per books of HO and branch, that need to be recorded in the books of accounts. Okay, and reconcile these. Prepare final accounts at head office. Perfect. Step 3, prepare final accounts at branch. Step 3 is done. Okay, step 3. Now step 4. Step 4 you can write step 4 you can write record incorporation entry and transfer entry. Record incorporation entry and transfer entry. Okay, so record incorporation entry and transfer entry. Step 5, prepare consolidated balance sheet. Prepare done, sir. So this is what the steps for preparing the consolidation. This is what the steps for preparing the consolidation. Okay, these were the steps. Now there are 5 main steps at all. One is that steps 1 is the rectify and reconcile the books of accounts, prepare the final accounts at HO, prepare the final accounts at branch. While you are preparing these 3 now, after completing this, what we need to do, see, until and unless we prepare the final accounts of both the set of books, we cannot identify how the transaction taken place in both the books. That's why first we need to do this. Okay, these 3. Then we are going to incorporate all the entries that is required to be incorporated, as well as we will going to transfer the balance from the branch to HO, and then we are making the consolidated balance sheet and the P&L in the books of HO, because HO is only the final authority who is going to prepare the consolidated financial statement, not the branch at all. Okay, so we can write consolidated balance sheet. You can also see balance financial statement written, but it is actually applicable for the holding subsidiaries mainly, not for this particular you can say normal companies. Okay, so let's prepare it and try to understand what are the journal entries that we need to record with respect to the transfer entry. Okay, make a write of that. Now transfer entry in the books of the HO. See, we have total 2 mainly account. Okay, books, HO books, and we have branch books. So what is a transfer entry? See here, you can write here. Okay, transfer entry, pretty simple. In the books of HO, the transfer will be assets of branch. Remember, huh? assets of branch, because HO receiving the assets, that's why it is debited. But whose asset? Branch asset. HO receiving the all the balances of the branch asset, that's why it is debited. 2. HO is also receiving the liabilities of the branch, so liabilities will be credited. Perfect. And then there should be some profit and loss which is also received by the branch, sorry, HO, as well as balance in the branch account, as well as balance in the branch account. So this is what the transaction entry that we need to make. Okay, this is of the transaction. So it, you can say this is what the profit and loss of the branch. Okay, this is what the profit and loss of the branch. So you can also write here profit of the branch. Perfect. Eh? And in the branch books, what will be the journal entry? I need to make it a little bit side of that. In the books of the branch account, we can write here the journal. We see the opposite will be branch will transfer its asset, so it will be created. So you can write asset will be created. Perfect. But sir, what will be debited? Definitely, the books of accounts with respect to this transferring the liability, branch transferring liability. So liability is a credit balance in the hands of branch, but when it will transfer, it should be reverse back. That is debited. That will be debited, sir. And see, obviously, when branch transfer is profit, so profit and loss account should be debited. Perfect. When branch transfer is profit and loss account, please write, not single profit and loss, will be debited. Alongside with this, we have some balances which will remitted to the HO. So you can write also HO account. Perfect. We can also transfer HO account. So liabilities account, PL account and HO account. So we have also transferred certain thing to the HO. That's why HO debited. And to asset credit means all the things which is in the balance sheet as an asset, all the things has been transferred to the HO account. So we need to remember always whenever we make this journal entry, okay, this journal entry will be made once in an entire year. You can write here, these journal entry only make once in a entire year. Guys, remember this, okay? These journal entry always made once in an entire year. And you can see, if these journal entry, you can say, it is also made once in a year. Because it's a final entry when you are transferring the assets and liabilities to the head office books. And also for the same branch, transferring the same as well as HO receiving the assets and liabilities of the branch. That's why it is a final frontier entry that we need to make. Okay, it's a final frontier entry that we need to make. Okay, done. So ये था basic fundamental. Now we are going to move towards the certain sums. Okay, ये तो हो गया. अब हम लोग sums करेंगे और इसको समझेंगे. ठीक है, sums करके पूरा चीज क्लियर हो जाएगा. चलिए sums करते, एक बार इसको नोट कर लीजिए सोनल. Okay, please make a note of that. Then we are going to move directly to the sums. ठीक है, एक बार नोट कर लीजिए. डन ना. चलो अब sums समझते हैं. ठीक है, branch account CMA. See, now this is what the concept capsule line. Okay, this is the concept capsule line that we need to do, and it is based on the consolidated question. Okay, now चलिए एक एक करके read करते. On 31st March 2013, कानपुर branch submits the following trial balance to its HO at Lucknow. ठीक है सर, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. So on 31st March 2013, कानपुर branch submits the following trial balance to HO at Lucknow. Now debit balance is that furniture and equipment is 18 lakhs, depreciation on furniture is 2 lakh, salaries is 25 lakh, rent is 10 lakh, advertising is 6 lakh, telephone post and station is 3 lakh, sundry office expense is 1 lakh, stock as on 1st April is 60 lakh, goods received from HO is 288 lakh, data is 20 lakh, cash at bank in hand is 8 lakh, and carriage inward is of 7 lakh. So total amount of the debit side is 448 lakhs. Okay, now if you go to the credit side, we have the sale amount of which 360 lakh, head office balance is 80 lakh, means branch is going to pay to head office is 80 lakh, outstanding expense is 3 lakh, and goods returned to HO is 5 lakh. So both the balance are matching. And once you receive this question, always check the balances. Okay, never ever believe on the question, rather you are going to just make a calculation, will take around 30 seconds to match it. Okay, so it is a books given with respect to the Kanpur branch. ये Kanpur branch का account है. ठीक है, now see here what is the information is given. additional information. It's given stock on 31st March 13 was valued at 62 lakh. Acha, the stock, if you see the stock, okay, here the opening stock is given and the closing stock valued is 62 lakh. On 29th March 2013, the HO dispatched goods costing 10 lakh to its branch. Acha, on 29th March, HO sent the goods costing 10 lakhs to its branch. Branch didn't receive these goods before 1st April 13. Branch didn't receive these goods before 1st April 2013. Hence, the figure of the goods received from head office does not include these goods. I am repeating again. Hence, the figure of goods received from head office does not include these goods. Also, the head office has charged the branch rupees 1 lakh for centralized service for which the branch has not passed in India. But very good. See what are the information are there. Very interesting. Okay. So सबसे पहले तो क्लोजिंग स्टॉक कितना है सोनल हाथ में 62 लाख. That's not a problem. Okay. We have this closing stock. That's okay. Now on 29 March 2013, the HO dispatched goods costing 10 lakh. HO dispatched goods costing of which 10 lakh rupees to its branch. ठीक है सर, ये भी सही है. HO ने goods dispatch किया 10 lakh rupees का किसको? branch को. Now branch did not receive the goods. Obviously, if you make the transfer of the goods to shipment or air, let's say, it is quite obvious that goods are in transit. So the 10 lakh rupees goods are in transit. It is yet to be received. So you can see the HO books is showing higher balance, whereas branch book is showing lower balance, because HO when send the goods, HO is debited to the branch account because it is charged the branch with respect to the goods sent. But whereas in the branch account, the description or the details of the goods is not there because they have not received yet the goods. So it becomes a goods in transit. Perfect. Now in the second case, hence the figure of the goods received from HO does not include these goods. Okay, ठीक है. तो HO जो बैलेंस अब दिख रहा है ना, HO बैलेंस में ये गुड्स का रिकॉर्ड नहीं है. ओके, एंड ऑल्सो द हेड ऑफिस हैज चार्ज द ब्रांच 1 lakh फॉर सेंट्रलाइज सर्विसेज फॉर विच द ब्रांच हैज नॉट पास द एंट्री. सो HO also charged some amount of rupees 1 lakh from branch, for which a branch should have to record the 1 lakh rupees in the credit of HO account, but it has also not made. So our expense of rupees 1 lakh should be made in the favor of the head office account in the credit of the head office account. So let's discuss this. With respect to this, this is the pass the necessary journal entries in the books of branch to make the necessary adjustment. So if there is any adjustment, what will be the journal entries? Prepare the final accounts of the branch including balance sheet and pass the journal entries in the books of the HO to incorporate the whole of the branch trial balance. So also they have says that we have to record the journal entries in the books of the HO to incorporate the whole of the trial balance transaction. So guys, always remember, in case of question number 3, only one entry will be there. Only one single entry will be there, because obviously we learned just right now in the books of HO we do asset of branch account debit to liability of branch to profit and loss to branch with respect to the any balances to be received. Like the same way, when we prepare the journal for the HO, it will be a single one. Okay. So guys, this is what with respect to the question. Give a time of 1 minute. Okay. Sorry, take a time of 1 minute. Please read it. Then we are going to start the sum. ठीक है. सोनल एक बार go through कीजिए क्वेश्चन को, मैंने जो सेंड किया. Then we are going to start. It's very easy question, a very interesting question. Question looks like difficult, but not at all. Okay. Go through कर लीजिए सोनल. Once you done, let me know. I am going to start the sums. Okay. डन ना, चलो इसको तो गो थ्रू करते, ठीक है एक बार, चलो। अच्छा देखिए, एक एक करके स्टार्ट करेंगे, ठीक है, वन बाय वन। सबसे पहले वी आर गोइंग टू मेक दैट इन द बुक्स ऑफ द ब्रांच। सी द फर्स्ट थिंग दे आर आस्किंग अस टू कैलकुलेट, सॉरी टू मेक journal entry in the books of the branch, correct? The first question is that journal entry in the books of the branch. Now see Sonal, here in the given case we need not to do anything else from the branch trial balance, rather we are going to make the journal based on the additional information given. So now discuss here and we are going to put here, okay? So books of branch, if we are going to do books of branch, okay, books of Kanpur branch, so here if you see we need not to do any journal for the closing stock, that is the simple thing, okay, we need not to do it. But if you see the thing is there, in case of the goods sent by the HO to the branch on 29th March, it is still in the transit. So with respect to this case, we can make a journal for this part. We can make a journal for this part. That is what important, correct? We can make a journal for this part. That is what we can do. So चलिए एक बार कर लेते इसको solve. So देखिए सोनल, what will be the journal in the books of branch? Now discuss here. So if HO send the goods and you are the branch, so you are still going to receive the goods in transit. So for you, you are receiving the goods. So goods in transit should be debited, correct? And for you, who is transferring the goods? Hey HO, so HO become your creditor when you receive the final goods, or it has sent the goods. So HO become, you can treat is a creditor, or else you can say HO is the sender of the goods or giver of the goods. That's why credited, because HO is a, you can say it's a personal account type of, not a personal account, it's an entity. So you can say HO is a giver of the goods, that's why it's a credited. And as the goods is you are going to receive, that's why it is debited. So journal entry will be goods in transit account debit to HO. कोई डाउट है सोनल समझने में? Okay, you can write here in the closing date, that is on 31st March 2024, sir, goods in transit account debit to HO account, head office account. You can simply write how much is the amount, sir? 10 lakh rupees. So that is what the debit and credit, okay? So you can write being a goods in transit. That's all, is more than enough. That's all, okay? Now you can see again, I am going to that part. ये नोट कर लो आप, क्वेश्चन 1 है ये. Once you done it, I am making to the second part. चलते, ठीक है? देखिए, the second part is that branch didn't receive the goods done. Now the figure of goods received from HO doesn't include in these goods. It's fine, sir. So if you see the HO balance shown here is a 80 lakh rupees. It is excluding the 10 lakh rupees of balance. So it means 80 lakh rupees is representing except 10 lakh rupees. So when you prepare the consolidated books, then you need to add this 10 lakh in the HO balance. It becomes 90 lakh. Okay? But not right now in the journal. After this, we have another thing. Also, also the head office has charged the branch rupees 1 lakh for centralized services for which the branch has not passed the entry. I am repeating again. Also, the head office has charged the branch rupees 1 lakh for centralized services for which the branch has not passed the entry. So head office has charged something to branch rupees 1 lakh for centralized services for which the branch has not passed the entry. For which the branch has not passed the entry. So आप सोचो सोनल, if 1 lakh rupees has been charged, okay, as an expenses from the branch, so branch has to pay the money. So for branch, if you think from the point of view of branch, so it will be the expenses from the branch. So expense will be debited, correct? So expense will be debited, perfect. So it will be debited to the expense account, and simultaneously, if you see, simultaneously the amount has been charged by whom? Definitely HO. definitely by the HO. So HO account should be created. So you can see the journal entry become expense account debit to HO rupees 1 lakh. Okay, expense account debit to HO become rupees 1 lakh. देखिए, so expense account on the same day, expense account debit to HO become rupees 1 lakh. ठीक है, you can write here like this. So you can write expenses charge to branch. ठीक है, expenses charge to branch. So ये बन गया सर, ये हो गया. So expense account debit to HO, that is expenses charged to the branch. Expenses charged to the branch. Okay. So that is what books of Kanpur branch, where we made that's this sort of entries. Where we made this sort of entries. That is what we have done. Perfect है? कोई problem नहीं है. That is what we have done. Now let's see next. After this we have to do question number 2. Perfect. Now let's go to the question number 2 here. What it says? Sir, question 2 says, please prepare the final accounts of the branch including balance sheet. मुझे ब्रांच का फाइनल अकाउंट्स बनाना है, मुझे हेड ऑफिस का फाइनल अकाउंट्स नहीं बनाने के लिए बोला है. Guys, remember, we are doing the books of Kanpur branch, so we need to prepare only and only the branch balance sheet, rather head office. So मेरा मेहनत जो है वो थोड़ा कम कर दिया इंस्टीट्यूट ने. ओके, सो ब्रांच का बैलेंस शीट मुझे बनाने के लिए बोला है. तो चलिए ब्रांच का अगर बैलेंस शीट मुझे बनाना है तो डेफिनेटली एचओ का, तो सॉरी, ब्रांच का पीएल ट्रेडिंग भी बनाना पड़ेगा. इट्स क्वाइट ऑब्वियस, ब्रांच का पीएल ट्रेडिंग बनाना पड़ेगा. तो चलिए बना लेते हैं, क्योंकि वी हैव द ट्रायल बैलेंस, सो वी नीड नॉट टू डू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम ऑन दैट पार्ट, सो वी कैन इजीली प्रिपेयर इट. ठीक है, सो ब्रांच का ट्रेडिंग पीएल भी बनाएंगे और ब्रांच का बैलेंस शीट भी बनाएंगे. चलिए सोनल बनाते हैं. ओके, and here you need not to maintain any horizontal vertical format. Okay, as we are not following any financial statement, rather we are doing normal things, so you need not to follow it right now. Okay, you can make a simple horizontal balance sheets and PL and balance sheets. Okay, that's enough, more than enough. Okay, so we are going to prepare the trading and PL in a single statement, as well as we are going to prepare separately balance sheet in a different statement form. ठीक है, which will be easy for us in a very shorter way. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, so if we do the formatting part, it's very easy, need not to think about anything else here. Okay, लाइबिलिटी से, अच्छा देखिए मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, आप क्वेश्चन देख लीजिएगा, तब तक मैं थोड़ा फॉर्मेटिंग को ड्रॉन कर लेता हूँ. सारा फॉर्मेटिंग को मैं डन कर लेता हूँ यहाँ से. चलिए, here we are going to do the sums one by one. Okay, here see we have multiple information in the trial balance, and we use all those information while we are making the trial balance, sorry, while we are making the trading and PL and the balance sheet of the branch. Okay, so we are using all those information from here. So Sonal, I am doing one by one information from this particular trial balance, referring this. Okay, so if you see it, so I have already maintained the balance sheet format here and already maintained here trading and PL format here. Now I am starting to work on that part. Now you just refer the trial balance one by one. I am plotting it. Okay, so if you see the trial balance, first we are going to plot opening stock. Very much, it's very easy. So you can write opening stock account, how much sir? 60. So you can write here, this is a given in the figure of lakhs, so you can write here rupees in lakhs, make it comfortable on our part. Okay, rupees in lakhs, so 60 lakh it's done. So now if you see there is a furniture and equipment, okay, so furniture equipment there and depreciation on furniture is also being there. So you can write here, directly, first of all, you can write here fixed asset, okay, you can write here fixed assets, and here you can write rupees in lakhs. So if you see, we have only furniture and equipment only in the assets, fixed asset, okay, so nothing else. So you can plot it at first. So whatever the balance is given, it's a final balance, क्योंकि depreciation जो है ऑलरेडी वो फर्नीचर का अकाउंट में चार्ज हो जाता है, and the depreciation is already being charged in the furniture ledger, so we need not to separate the things where we are going to write furniture and equipment, okay, is how much, 18 lakh. Make it an outside, okay, column outside. And you have, if you see in the very second adjustment, there is a depreciation furniture, so you can plot, let it be lower part as a 2 depreciation furniture, okay, one by one. How much? 2 lakh rupees, okay, that is also done. After this, if you see, we have salaries part, so salary will definitely plotted in the very first item of the P&L. So I am plotting here, okay, 2 salaries. How much? It will be 25 lakhs. ठीक है sir. After this we have rent, so you can plot here rent to rent, because we don't have any adjustment both in salaries and rent, so you can plot here 10 lakhs. After this we have advertising, okay, you can also plot here advertising account. It is how much as 6 lakh. After this you have telephone, postage and stationery 3 lakh, so you can write telephone, postage and stationery account. How much is this? 3 lakh. Perfect sir. After this sundry office expense, it's 1 lakh rupees. Sundry office expense account, it's 1 lakh rupees. After this we have stock, opening stock plotted. Now goods received from HO, so goods received from HO is 60 lakh rupees, so definitely it will plot in the debit side. So goods received from the HO is how much sir? Goods received from the HO is, acha sorry, 288 lakh, huh? So you can write here in the very first point, because here no purchase at all, because branch purchase तो नहीं करते, branch is going to receive the goods from HO. So here you can write 2 goods received from HO is how much sir? I think so 288 lakh, and we have certain return, huh? We have certain goods return, so you can write here 288 lakhs, okay, and you can less here, or also you can plot here like this. So you can plot the goods return, it's in the trade side to HO, how much? 5 लाख, ठीक है, इसको बैकेट में नेक्स्ट आप यहाँ पे 283 लाख कर सकते हो, और यहाँ पे 60 लाख है आराम से, क्योंकि जगह नहीं था तो मैंने इसलिए यहाँ पे कर दिया, ठीक है. नाउ आफ्टर दिस व्हाट वी हैव, आफ्टर दिस you have certain called debtor, so debtor will be plotted in the current asset side, so go here and plot here current asset, and in the current asset head the first thing always plot inventories, huh? After this debtors, so how much is the debtor? So debtor का balance है मेरे पास 8 lakh rupees, make it out column, and then cash at bank, cash in hand, so you can write here cash at bank and cash in hand, how much it is? अच्छा एक ही आइटम है, कैश एट बैंक, कैश इन हैंड, एक ही एंड कर दीजिए, यहाँ पे कितना अमाउंट है? 8 लाख रुपीस. एक सेकंड ना, जस्ट अ मिनट, सॉरी ये 20 लाख रुपीस है, डेटर इज 20 lakh rupees and cash in hand is 8 lakh rupees, and we have carriage inward, okay, so carriage in is directly related to the purchase, so that's why it will be plotted here in the trading side. Carriage inward sonal we have 7 lakh rupees, ठीक है, done. After this if you see there is an outstanding expense of 3 lakh rupees, there is an outstanding expense of 3 lakh rupees, so outstanding expense is what? Your outstanding expense is nothing but your, you can say your liability, so you can plot here outstanding expenses 3 lakh rupees, perfect, it's a current liabilities part, perfect. After this goods return is done, sales we have 360 lakh, so you can write here buy sales in the trading side, trading का credit side में. After this we have head office, okay, head office का balance कितना है? 80, so head office is the liability for me, so definitely you can write here head office, okay, 80 lakh. Now we have multiple adjustment, that's why you make it inner column, okay. So now if you see we have now come to the adjustment, okay. Now the if you see the adjustment first, what is written in the adjustment, देखिए सबसे पहला एडजस्टमेंट क्या है सोनल? we have 62 lakh as a closing stock. Perfect. So this 62 lakh will be plotted in the trading का credit side में. Buy inventories, how much? 62 lakh. So we can easily plot it. 62 lakh यहाँ पे बैठा सकते हैं हम लोग आराम से 62 lakh. And then we are going to plot here 62 lakh. Perfect. So these two have been done. After this what we need to do? After this we have, you can see, चलिए और एक बार देखते हैं क्या adjustment है. There will be, you can say, there is having some goods in transit which is costing of rupees 10 lakh rupees, correct? There is having some goods in transit costing rupees 10 lakh rupees. So what is the journal entry we made? So if there is any goods in transit, okay, if there is any goods in transit, so we have to record it, but our journal entry is made with respect to that. Okay, goods in transit account debit to HO. We have made what? Goods in transit account debit to HO. And what is mentioned here? The figure of the goods received from HO does not include these goods. Okay, so HO sent the goods to his branch. Branch did not receive these goods before 1st April. So we cannot show as a goods in transit. Rather, we are going to disclose that goods in transit in the asset side. Okay, we are going to show goods in transit in the asset side. So can you mention this in a goods in transit here? So here you can write goods in transit. ठीक है, यहाँ पे लिख लीजिए goods in transit. कितना होगा goods in transit total? So goods in transit here is for 10 lakh rupees. Perfect. Goods in transit here is for 10 lakh rupees. That is what we have done. Okay. Now we have to also increase the HO books as to why, sir? Because if you see HO में कितना 80 lakhs है ना. अच्छा सॉरी, HO में कितना सुनल 80 lakhs है. यहाँ पे देखो मैंने क्या लिखा, goods in transit in current asset. Okay, as a 10 lakh rupees. Now if you see, if there is a certain item which is amount of rupees 10 lakh rupees with respect to the goods in transit, ठीक है. So इसको एडजस्टमेंट करेंगे, लेकिन अभी के एडजस्टमेंट नहीं करेंगे. वी आर गोइंग टू डू इट लेटर. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट वी नीड टू डू हियर, चलिए एक बार देख लेते हैं यहाँ पे. There is an expenses which is amounted to rupees 1 lakh. That's the journal entry. Okay, there is an expenses amounted to rupees कितना 1 lakh rupees. So the journal entry is expense account debit to HO. So you can see here we need to show to HO expenses. You can show to centralized. You can write also centralized head office expenses account. Okay, 1 lakh rupees. Centralized head office expense account 1 lakh rupees. Perfect. So that is also one thing. Now what is remaining in this hand right now? क्या और बच गया है वो देखना पड़ेगा मुझे एक बार, ठीक है. सो ये तो हो गया सर, कंप्लीटेड है. नाउ इफ यू सी वी डजंट हैव एनीथिंग एल्स लेफ्ट टू बी प्लॉटेड हियर. ओके, वी डजंट. अच्छा, एचओ का बैलेंस में कितना 80 रुपीज है ना. एचओ का बैलेंस में 80 रुपीज है, 80 lakhs है एक्चुअली. अच्छा, ये सब कुछ डन होगा. अब एक काम करते चलिए, सबसे पहले ना जीपी निकाल लेते गाइस. ओके, वी नीड नॉट टू डू एनी अदर एंट्री इन द ट्रेडिंग पीएल. सब कुछ हो गया सोनल. ओके, we don't have anything left in the trading and PL. rather we are going to close it. एक बार क्लोज करते, ठीक है. कितना होता है 422 422 lakhs. and if you minus 422 lakhs and 60 lakh, then you find 362 lakh. and from 362 lakh to 290, then you find 72 lakh. ठीक है, कितना मिलेगा आपको 72 लाख मिल जाएगा. तो एक काम कीजिए, यहाँ पे लिखिए 72 lakhs. ठीक है, यहाँ पे लिखिए 72 lakhs. ठीक है ना, ये लिख सकते हैं हम लोग आराम से 72 लाख से. ठीक है. सो नाउ यू कैन राइट हियर टू ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. ओके, CD एंड बाय ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट BD. ओके, डन. नाउ जस्ट डू वन थिंग, प्लस माइनस कर लीजिए, देख लीजिए कितना हो रहा है. नाउ 25 10 35 41 44 45 46 48. So 72 minus 40 is 24 lakhs. So you can write here to net profit. Okay, to net profit account. नेट प्रॉफिट बोल के कुछ अकाउंट नहीं तो होता है एक्चुअली. यहाँ पे आप सिर्फ नेट प्रॉफिट लिख सकते हो. नेट प्रॉफिट बोल के कोई अकाउंट नहीं आता एक्चुअली. इट विल बी ट्रांसफर टू द HO अकाउंट. एक्चुअली इफ यू सी इट, it will be transferred to the HO account. This is the balance of HO account that you need to transfer. Okay, 24 lakh. Now comes here. Okay, now you can add here HO. Now you can add here profit 24 lakhs. Now what we need to do, just see. अब क्या है सोनल, देखिए, we cannot here made anything else. We cannot here made anything else with respect to the एचओ बुक्स, ओके वी कैन नॉट सी, एचओ बुक्स अभी क्लोज नहीं कर पाएंगे, इट्स डिफिकल्ट है, क्योंकि एचओ के बुक्स में बहुत सारे एडजस्टमेंट्स है. ऑल द एसेट्स and all the liabilities is transferring to the HO accounts. So do you know what we need to do? We need to do the journal entry in the books of HO. So अब देखिए नीचे क्या बोला, pass journal entries in the books of the HO to incorporate the whole of the branch trial balance. So if we are going to make the journal entry in terms in the HO books to incorporate the whole of the branch trial balance, then we need to make a certain entries. देखिए क्या करते हैं हम इसमें, ठीक है. देखिए क्या लिख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे के books of head office, हाँ, and we are going to make the journal entry. I am showing you what journal entry I should have to make. Okay, देखिए मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ कौन सा journal entry आपको मेट करना है. देखिए ये देखिए आपको याद आ रहा है, देखिए to close the branch books, this is the single journal entry we need to make once in a year. All the asset of the branch should be debited and then all the liabilities of the bank should be credited, branch sorry, and then profit, whatever the profit. तो चलिए एक बार करते हैं इसको, सॉल्व करते. देखिए मैं ये सेम जर्नल करूंगा, हाँ, एंड ये बैलेंसिंग फिगर आएगा. मैं आई एम टेलिंग यू वन थिंग अगेन, दिस इज व्हाट द बैलेंसिंग फिगर, प्लीज मेक अ नोट ऑफ दैट. दिस इज व्हाट द बैल फिग, ओके, and this is what this HO account represent the BAL fig, okay, you can also write here balancing figure. HO books, it means in the branch book when head office is the balancing figure, it means you have to pay to the head office, and in this case you have to receive it from the like branch, okay, like that you have to receive from the HO like that. So एक बार देख लेते क्या है. अच्छा यहाँ पे क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ट्रेड है, मतलब HO ब्रांच को देगा, branch is credited means HO will pay to the branch, that's all, okay, ये you need to remember it. चलिए एक बार देख लेते क्या है, सबसे पहले समझेंगे इसको वन बाई वन. देखिए ऑल द एसेट, क्या क्या एसेट है देखिए, सबको डेबिट करेंगे हम, तो क्या लिख सकते हैं, अभी हम लोग हेड ऑफिस के बुक्स कर रहे हैं ना, तो क्या लिखेंगे, देखिए फर्नीचर अकाउंट डेबिट 18 lakhs, ऑल आर इन लैक्स, प्लीज मेंशन इट. उसके बाद इन्वेंट्रीज शुड बी डेबिटेड सर 62 lakh. Goods in transit we have should be debited 10 lakhs. We have certain debtors should have to be debited 20 lakhs. And then we have, you can say bank balance, bank account you can write here directly, it is around 8 lakh rupees, ठीक है. And we have some outstanding liabilities that is on 3 lakh, so you can write here outstanding expenses account, that is 3 lakh. And after this we have certain profit and loss we made which will be transferred to the head office, so that is an 24 lakh. So the balance left with the branch is 18 and 62, 80, 90, 110, 118, 115 and 24. 115 and 24 means 115, 15, 91. So 91 lakh is the balance. You can say balancing figure. So this balancing figure will be shown in the books of the branch. So here you can write 91 rather 80. Okay. This is what the making the difference. HO here 91. So कुल मिलाकर कितना होगा 115. So 115 and 3 118 and it is also 180. It's match. हो गया सोनल, done. We have completed the branch books and the HO books and closed it and done it. ये हो गया, ठीक है, नोट कर लीजिए इसको, इसको भी, ये डन, कंप्लीटेड फुल्ली. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में, ठीक है। देखिए कॉन्सेप्ट कैप्सूल 11, हाँ देखते इसको क्या है। कॉन्सेप्ट कैप्सूल 11 में चलिए। बीटा हैविंग हेड ऑफिस एट मुंबई has a branch at Nagpur, okay? The head office does wholesale trade only at cost plus 80%. Fine. The goods are sent to branch at the wholesale price which cost plus 80%. ठीक है, कोई डाउट नहीं सर इसमें। तो the goods are sent to branch at a wholesale price which cost plus 80%. अच्छा, ये तो जो क्वेश्चन है ना, ये होलसेल ब्रांच का क्वेश्चन है। द ब्रांच एट नागपुर इज होनली एंगेज्ड इन रिटेल ट्रेड एंड द गुड्स आर सोल्ड एट कॉस्ट प्लस एचओ प्लस 100%. The details with respect to the books has been given, okay? क्या क्या दिया देखिए, एच वन हेड ऑफिस में क्या क्या बैलेंसेस है वो है गिवन है। सेलिंग एक्सपेंस, ऑफिस एक्सपेंस, स्टाफ सैलरी, गुड्स सेंड टू एचओ, sorry, goods sent to branch, sorry, purchases and opening stock is given. You are required to prepare the trading and PLN of the head office and the branch. Oh ho, very good question. आपको सिर्फ बैलेंस शीट बनाने के लिए नहीं बोला, इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग। ओनली यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर ट्रेडिंग एंड PL, बट द ट्विस्ट इज दैट यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर इन बोथ द केसेस, लाइक एचओ का केसेस में भी, ब्रांच के केसेस में भी, ओके। नाउ फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द फर्स्ट 3 लाइन, दैट इज क्वाइट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस। Beta having head office at Mumbai has a branch at Nagpur. The HO does wholesale trade only at cost plus 80%. It means when head office sell any goods at a wholesale price, it will sell at a 180 rupees. The goods are sent to the branch at the wholesale price which cost plus 80%. So when goods are sent to the branch, it will be at like a wholesale price. It means the head office sell the goods at wholesale as well as head office send the goods to the branch at wholesale. The branch at Nagpur is wholly engaged in retail trade and goods are sold at cost plus HO plus 100%. So see, branch at Nagpur is wholly engaged in retail trade, and when branch sell the goods to the retail customer, sorry, when the goods are sold at cost to HO plus 100%, okay. So it means when branch sell the goods, it will sell the goods at HO plus 100%. It means whatever the cost they have, they are adding 100%. They are adding 100%. It means we have to think the point of importance here. Okay, ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है। एक आप देखिए यहाँ पे क्या फंडामेंटल है पता है आपको। नाउ सी, जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, द कॉस्ट टू ब्रांच इज 180, ओके। द ब्रांच का सेलिंग प्राइस सब कितना है, ब्रांच का सेलिंग प्राइस है 200. इट मींस एचओ प्लस 100 मींस व्हाट एवर द एचओ कॉस्ट उसका 100%. इट मींस एचओ send the goods to the branch at 180 rupees and branch sell the goods at 200 rupees. That's what the main thing, and branch making a profit of 20 rupees. So this is what the concept, okay. No like difficulties at all, but we need to just prepare the books of accounts based on the both branch and HO. चलिए आप क्वेश्चन को तब तक गो थ्रू कीजिए, आई मेकिंग अ फॉर्मेट ऑन दैट, ओके। लेट्स डू इट क्विकली। आप तब तक गो थ्रू कीजिए क्वेश्चन को। नाउ व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इट, देखिए सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे हम लोग, हाँ, द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इट, इट्स द वर्किंग, द फर्स्ट वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग दैट इज व्हाट द वर्किंग. नाउ goods sent by HO to branch at cost plus 80%. Let's say can we say if goods sent by HO to branch at cost plus 80%, so let's cost to HO is 100, then we can easily say the the goods sent at 180. Okay, goods sent at 180 rupees, 1 rupees 180, let's say. You can write here to branch, and branch sells good at HO plus 100%. It means HO का cost कितना, 100 plus 100 is equal to 200. Perfect. It is written branch sell the goods at HO plus 100. It means 100 plus 100 is 100 plus 100 it is 200. Perfect. That is what they said. Now let's see. So if you see here, goods sent to branch at invoice price of rupees 180, you can write here easily at a price of 180, let's say. So selling price of the branch is 200. So now you can say profit to branch is 180, sorry, it's 200 minus 180, it is 20 rupees. Perfect, 20 rupees. So can you say profit ratio to branch is how much, sir? 20 is a profit and 200 is a price, so it will be 1/10, or you can say 10%. Done, sir. Samjhe clear? That is what the basic fundamental. So we need to first calculate the branch receive the goods as 180, branch sell the goods as 200, branch made a profit of 20, and which is nothing but the 10% of the selling price. 10% of the selling price. That is what the basic fundamental. Please note that. Okay. चलिए अब आगे बढ़ते. ये तो फर्स्ट फेज हो गया. अब सेकेंड फेज हम लोग जाते हैं, जहां पे यहाँ पे हम लोग देखेंगे कि ट्रेडिंग एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट फॉर द ईयर एंड दीज एंड दीज. ओके, सो अब क्या करेंगे, टू ओपनिंग स्टॉक. ओपनिंग स्टॉक कितना मेरे पास, देखिए वी हैव ओनली ओपनिंग स्टॉक इन द HO only 2,25,000, purchase in the 25,50,000. So we can write here 2,25,000 in the HO books. Okay, and you can write two purchases, all our account, huh? Please mention it, 25,50,000. That's all are in the HO books, not in the branch books. After this, what we have, if you see goods sent to the branch, cost plus HO is 9,54,000. So you can see here there is a interesting thing. देखिए आप समझिए, हाँ सोनल, goods sent by HO to branch. So in case of the branch books, what we are going to do it, two goods, you can write goods received from branch, sorry, from HO, sorry. So if you see the journal, if I am going to do it the journal, actual journal, देखिए actual journal अगर करते हैं तो क्या होता है पता है आपका actual journal, who's sending the goods, it's who's sending the goods, सोनल बोलिए, who is actually sending the goods, it's HO, and who is receiving the goods, the branch. Perfect. So actually if you see the journal entry like this 9,54,000, but the journal entry will be shown as a goods received, correct? So here if you see in this journal, who is debited, it's branch, with respect to whom, it's HO. So here branch is debited, so we are going to the debit side and plotted in the debits of the branch. As branch is debited, we are going to the debit side and plotting the debit of the branch. So 9,54,000. And who is credited? It's HO. So we are going to the credit side and plotting the head office account because HO is a credited. So you can write here buy goods sent to branch account. How much, sir? 9,54,000. Now you understand how the contra entry made. This is called a contra entry. As branch debited, so in the debit side branch column में बैठेगा. As HO credited, so credit side में HO के column में बैठेगा. बहुत simple है, fundamentally बहुत easy है. Then you have sale. So in the HO books we have sale of 2781 and in the branch books we have sale of 9,50,000. देखिए यहाँ पे लिखा है sales 27,81, 9,50,000. So यहाँ पे लिख दीजिए buy sales account, okay, 27,81,000 and 9,50,000. ये भी हो गया सर, साफ साफ बहुत easy है. Done sir. After this we have office expenses 90 and 8,500. So this is a separate part. This is not a part of the trading account. Okay, this is a part of the PL. So you can plot here in separately two office expenses. Okay, you can plot here how much it is. It is around 90,000, 8,500. After this you have certain selling expenses. You can also write here selling expenses. So it is how much, sir? Selling expense is coming around 72 and 6,300. After this, what do we have? Staff salary. Okay. So you have the staff salary. How much it is? 65,000 and 12,000. ठीक है sir. अच्छा, after this, do you have any adjustment in this? No, right now not. Okay, so what we need to do here, if you see, we have to calculate something else. Okay, we have to calculate something else. Now, ये तो समझ में आ गया सर, ये बहुत इजी था. अब देखिए कॉम्प्लिकेशन कहाँ का है. देखिए guys, from the question if you see, there is nothing as such with respect to the, there is nothing as such with respect to the closing stock or any else profit. ना ही gross profit given है और ना ही यहाँ पे आपका closing stock given है. Correct? If I am going to say you, neither you are receiving anything else with respect to this. कुछ नहीं है ना यहाँ पे, ये समझने का है, समझने का है. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, ये तो समझना है ना. सो कैसे करेंगे? देखिए सबसे पहले जो चीज मुझे यहाँ पे करना है वो है, देखिए सबसे पहले नंबर वन थिंग, सी फर्स्ट वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. ओके, एंड ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट विल बी कैलकुलेटेड, यू कैन राइट इट विल बी कैलकुलेटेड, इट विल बी कैलकुलेटेड based on sales. So see, we have HO and we have branch. Perfect. So branch का sales कितना है? 9,50,000. So can I write here 9,50,000 is a sale out of which branch made a profit of 110. So 95,000. Perfect. बहुत easy था, calculate हो गया. Now just see how HO profit will be calculated. Now come to the here. Okay. Now if you see, देखिए एक बार आराम से, profit ratio to branch is 1/10. It means 10%. So whatever the sale branch made, branch is earning 10% profit. That's fine. Now what is the profit of HO? We can calculate from here. So you can calculate here, that is profit ratio to HO. कैसे होगा सर? बहुत easy है. HO sell the goods. HO sell the goods at what price? HO selling the goods as what price? Sir, 180. Okay, it's a 200 because branch sale is 200 and HO sale is 180. And how much profit HO generate? 80 rupees. Because HO का cost कितना है? What is the cost of HO? Is 100 rupees. And what is sell price of the HO? Is 180 rupees. So it means 80 rupees is a profit and 180 is a selling price. So you can write here, if you deduct 2020, then it will be 4 by 9. So HO made a profit of 4.9%. HO made a profit of 4 by 9%. Okay. So if you go to there and you see the sale is 27,81,000. So come here, you can write 27,81,000 into 4 by 9. So make it, you can easily get the calculation at done. कितना हो रहा है सोनल? देखिए तो एक बार. आई फाइन 12,36,000. फाइन हो गया, ये था क्या? अच्छा सॉरी, एक चीज और है यहाँ पे, देखिए इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, एचओ का सेल जो है ना, ये एचओ का सेल जो तो ये तो नॉर्मल सेल था, अब एचओ ने ये भी तो सेल किया है 954, इसको भी तो ऐड करने पड़ेंगे. सो यू कैन राइट हियर नॉर्मल सेल, normal sales. Okay, now sale to branch. So guys, think, Sonal, think that 27,81,000 is a normal sale to customer, outside customer by the HO. HO also made us goods sell to whom? Obviously to branch. How much? 9,54,000. So here also there is a profit included 4 by 9. बिकॉज सेम 180 में सेंड किया है, इन द सेम रेट दैट इज इन 180, HO send the goods to the branch. So here if you calculate, you are going to find out, देखिए कितना हो रहा है यहाँ पे, 9,54,000 into 4 divided by 9. So I am getting of
24,000.
Yeah. So if you calculate the total GP, then I am finding out a GP as a 24, 36, 60,000. And 412 16 lakh, here 95,000. So this is what the GP I found. Now as I get the GP, so here I am plotting to gross profit C by D and given a note 1. Okay, this is my note 1. Okay, ठीक है, हो गया, यहाँ पे दे दिया हमने, कितना होगा 16,60,000 and 95,000. Now what we do, I need to calculate the buy inventories, that is the closing stock. Perfect. So please close it first. इसको क्लोज कर दे, देखिए कितना होता है, 954 plus 95. I am getting a figure of 1,049,000. So 950 is there. So I am getting a figure of 99,000. Okay. So I am getting a figure of 19,000. So closing stock is 99,000 for them. So 10,49,000 is a closing stock for branch. Okay, 99,000. Now, if we calculate the debit side of the HO, then it will be 2,25,000 plus 25,50,000 plus 16,60,000 minus 954 minus 27,81,000. I am getting a figure of 7 lakh rupees. Perfect. So it is around coming here 44,35. 44,35. So now we can write by gross profit B by D 1660 and then 95,000. Done. बाकी ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, तो अभी क्या करना है मुझे, देखिए guys, now think very clearly. Okay, the first thing is that you need to understand here that goods sent by the HO, goods sent by the HO to the branch includes a profit, okay, includes a profit. Now if we going to calculate this first, number one, the amount of goods remaining in the hands of the branch includes certain profit. The amounts of goods into the hands of the branch remains some profit. So can I say that whatever the inventory or closing stock remains in the hands of the branch is inclusive of the profit? Definitely this is inclusive of the profit. So you can tell me whether if I maintaining the books consolidated, it means if branch and HO books are maintained both, okay, then whether as branch is my own part, or you can say it's a own element, so can I make any reserve and showing any reserve my books of accounts? No, I cannot share or I cannot show. Rather what I'm going to do, I can eliminate the stock reserve included in the branch inventory, because inventory needs to be shown at cost price. That is what the fundamental, either cost or market price, whichever is lower, market price not NRV. So in the given case, as these stock include the profit in the hands of the HO, so we need to unload the profit. Okay, how to unload the profit? Now you can direct show to stock reserve here. Okay, and see 99,000 is the amount of stock on which branch made a profit of how much? 4 by 9. Branch made a profit of how much? 4 by 9. So as the 4 by 9 is a sorry, branch not, sorry, HO, as 4 by 9 is a profit made by the HO when it sell the goods, then you can say 44,000 is the amount of profit. You can say stock reserve. Sorry, you are going to plot here. Okay, not here. You need to plot here. Sorry, because it's a HO profit. It's not a branch profit. It's not a problem of branch. It's a problem of HO because HO made a profit. So whatever the profit HO will calculate, it includes this 44,000. But now I deducting this by debiting the 44,000 stock reserve. Now whatever the profit you will calculate, it will show you the made actual profit made by sale. So it means this 16,60,000 is inclusive of this 44,000 profit. So as I eliminate the profit from the head office profit, then I am get the actual profit head office made. So the actual profit will be 2. You can write net profit C by D or net profit transfer. You can write here. So you just calculate there. You will get the profit. Okay, from your details directly. So कैलकुलेट करके देखिए सोनल, मुझे एक बार बोलिए कितना आ रहा है. यहाँ पे आ रहा है मेरा 95,000 है ना. 95,000 minus 8,500 minus 6,300 minus 12,000. I'm getting a figure of 68,200. Okay, in the branch books, and the total is coming around 95,000. Okay, okay, आप टोटल कीजिए. एक मैं फोन पकड़ता हूँ. हाँ, इंपॉर्टेंट फोन आ रहा है. So यहाँ पे 16,60,000, 16,60,000 is the 95,000. So here is the balance 68,200. Now just deduct this from 16,60,000. We are going to get the value 16,60,000 minus 90,000 minus 72,000 minus 65,000 minus 44,000. So you are going to get 13,89,000. That is what the profit. So it's a balancing figure. You can write here it's a balancing figure. Okay, so this is what the final accounts of both the entity. Okay, head office and the branch. That is what I have done. So this question is completed now finally. This is what the question that we have completed finally. ठीक है, ये हो गया. Done है सर. ठीक है सोनल, लिख लीजिए इसको एक बार. बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन था. स्मॉल क्वेश्चन बट लाइक वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. ओके, नोट कर लीजिए इसको अच्छी तरह से. Once you done, let me know. We are going to move to the next question. ठीक है. this is all one of the also comprehensive sum. Okay, see, we have one sum which is this concept capsule 12. So I am requesting you to mark as a homework this one. Okay, you can do it. And you face any difficulty in solving this sum, let me know. We are going to solve in the class itself. Okay, but right now I am going to solve the question number 13. That is the important part. Go through करते चलिए. Messrs. Shaw and Company commenced business on 1/4/2004 with HO at Mumbai and a branch at Chennai. Okay, one Mumbai में, Chennai में. Purchases were made exclusively by the HO where the goods were processed before sale. Purchases were made exclusively by the HO where goods were processed before the sale. There was no loss or wastage in processing. Fine. Only the processed goods received from HO were handled by the branch. The goods were sent to the branch at processed cost plus 10%. Very good. So चलिए देखते हैं, बट समझते भी है. लाइन को फिर से गो थ्रू करते हैं. Messrs. Shaw and Company commenced the business on 1/4/2004 with HO in Mumbai and branches Chennai. Purchases were made exclusively by the HO. It means only HO purchased the goods where goods were processed before sale. There was no loss or wastage in processing. No loss with respect to the processing at all. Only the processed goods received from HO were handled by the branch. So branch is only receiving the goods from HO. The goods were sent branch at cost plus 10%. It means 110%. So when branch received the goods, the profit made by the HO is 10% only. Okay, and the invoice price is 110. All sales are whether by head office or by the branch were at uniform gross profit of 25% on their respective cost. So when HO sell the goods at a normal customer, it will be made at 125 rupees, as well as branch also sell the goods at 125 rupees. It means branch is receiving the goods from HO at 110 and selling the goods at 125. It means branch making a profit of 15. Correct. Now following is the trial balance as on 31st March 2005 is given. Head office and branch के books में debit credit balance दिया हुआ है. Capital is given, drawings given, purchasing given, cost of purchasing is given only in the books of HO debit side. Sales is given, goods sent to the branch is given only, and administrative expense is given. Selling debtor branch current account is given, creditor given, bank balance is given, head office current account is given. If you see, the branch current account is 389,800, whereas HO current account is showing 261,500. Okay, goods received from HO is showing 8,80,000. Now the total is given. Now the following further information is provided. Goods sent by the HO to the branch in March 2005 of rupees 44,000 were not received by the branch till 24,004. It means it's a goods in transit. A remittance of 84,300 sent by the branch to HO was also similarly not received by HO. It means cash in transit. It means branch send the cash to the HO, but HO doesn't receive it. So it will be not reflected in the books of HO. Whereas in the information A or question adjustment A, HO send the goods to the branch 44,000, where it is not shown in the books of the branch. Stock taking at the branch disclose a shortage of 20,000 at selling price to the branch. So it means stock is showing a shortage of rupees 20,000, which is nothing but the sale price in the branch books. Cost of unprocessed goods at HO was rupees 1 lakh rupees. It means unprocessed goods. Okay. So prepare the trading and PL account in the columnar form from the balance sheet of the business as a whole on 31st March 2005. That they says that prepare the trading and PL account in the columnar form. Okay, we have to prepare the trading and PL account in the columnar form and the balance sheet on the balance sheet as a whole on 31st March 2005. So that is what the question. चलिए solve करते हैं एक बार इसको. So what we need to prepare here, we need to first calculate the gross profit at all. Then we are going to calculate the branch gross profit. Then we are easily calculate the trading and PL. Okay, as well as we can do the balance sheet. First of all, the question is what? Question में जो सबसे important था ये दोनों adjustment A and B. So for which we need to make a journal entry, small journal entry. Okay, in respect to the notes only. We need not to do anything else in the other things. We just made a note on that and then we are going to start it. चलिए question को start करते हैं सोनल. देखिए. The first thing that we need to do is that we need to prepare the trading and PL and the balance sheet. But before trading and PL balance sheet, I am going to suggest everyone to make a note on that so that it will be clear to everyone. Okay, concept capsule 13 कर रहे हैं हम लोग अभी. Okay, so concept capsule 13 में सबसे पहले एंट्री क्या होगा देखिए. If I am doing notes, it's a workings. We are doing any workings. Okay. So in the notes you can see HO books is there. It's a notes one, and also branch books are there. So first of all, if we see this, it is clearly written here that goods sent by the HO2 branch in March 2005 of rupees 44,000 were not received by the branch till 242005. So goods sent by the HO2 branch in March 2005 of rupees 44,000 were not received by the branch till 242005. So what we need to make here entry? So here branch is not receiving the goods. So for the branch it will be goods in transit, because HO made the entry, because HO has already sent the goods, but branch doesn't make any entry. So in the books of branch, goods in transit account debit to HO account hoga. Perfect. Because HO sent the goods, so HO made the entry, but branch is yet to make the entry. Okay. Now in the next case, you are going to see a revenues of 84,300 sent by the branch to HO was also similarly not received by the HO till 31st March 2005. So here the entry will be, you can see the entry become HO branch send the cash, but HO doesn't receive. So here you can write cash in transit account debit to branch account. Perfect. Okay. एंड द अमाउंट विल बी सी, अच्छा अमाउंट हमने नहीं बैठा है तो यहाँ पे मैं अमाउंट लिख देता हूँ, अमाउंट 84,300 एंड हेयर अमाउंट इज 44,000. ठीक है, डन है सर. ठीक है, ये हो गया. तो ये दोनों जर्नल करने से वी मेकिंग अ क्लियर कट आइडिया रिस्पेक्ट टू दिस. ओके, नाउ what we need to do, we need to make a certain adjustment here. Okay, now see, just try to understand. HO send goods to branch at cost plus 100, sorry, cost plus 10%, means let's cost to HO is equal to 100, then you can write invoice price. Invoice price means the price at which HO send the goods to the branch. So 100 plus 10, it is nothing but 110. It's fine sir, perfectly hai. After this what we need to do, HO sell goods to others or to outsider, लिखिए अच्छा रहेगा, to outsider cost plus 25% means 125. Perfect. So now if you see calculation of this, so the profit ratio the HO will make is nothing but 25 by 125. Profit ratio of HO you can write here. Okay, only to the outsider. I am not telling that the goods sent to the branch, I am telling about the outsider. So in this case you can write 1/5. So the profit made by the HO while selling the goods to the outsider is a 1/5. Okay, कोई डाउट नहीं इसमें. ठीक है, एंड प्रॉफिट रेशियो बाय HO ये लिख लीजिए टू आउटसाइडर. ओके, एंड टू ब्रांच when it send the goods to the branch, then profit it makes 10 by 110. It means 10 by 110 means what? 10 by 110 means 111. Perfect. कोई डाउट नहीं इसमें. तो ये दोनों क्लियर कट हो गया एकदम. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. नाउ this is what the basic fundamental information. Okay, we don't have any problem at all. These are basic fundamental information. Now चलिए, ये तो हो गया, साफ साफ क्लियर है, कोई डाउट नहीं है. नाउ वी कैन इजीली कैलकुलेट देयर एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, नॉट राइट नाउ. ओके, सो हेयर इफ यू सी द वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट, चलिए नाउ सी हेयर, हाँ, गुड्स सोल्ड बाय HO. देखिए गाइस, हाँ, HO गुड सेल टू होम, आउटसाइडर एंड ब्रांच. ठीक है, आउटसाइडर एंड ब्रांच. नाउ ओपन इट. हाँ, देख क्वेश्चन में चलते एक बार. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन पढ़ते. देखिए क्या लिखा है गाइस क्वेश्चन में. गुड्स सेल बाय HO इज हाउ मच? 12,80,000. परफेक्ट, because whatever the sale is sale you are seeing, it's a outsider sale, and goods sent to the branch by HO is 9,24,000. So HO sell goods to outsider 12,80,000, HO sell goods to the branch is 9,24,000. So can I calculate the gross profit here directly? Yes, why not sir? So see here, I am written here already. So you can write here gross profit. So gross profit to outside is how much? 1/5. So 12/80 का 1/5 कितना होता है? 1/5 इंटू 12/80 कितना होगा देखिए, और ये कितना होगा? 924 इंटू 1/11. ओके, चलिए कैलकुलेशन करके देख लेते कितना होता है. सो 924 इंटू sorry, divided by 11. So I'm getting 84,000. 1280 divided by 5, 256. So you can say total is that 3,40,000 if you do it. Okay, total gross profit made by the HO is at 340,000. So it's calculated very easy. ठीक है, कोई डाउट नहीं था, बहुत इजी था. ये इसको नोट डाउन कीजिए सोनल. हाँ, 340 is the total gross profit made by the HO. Total gross profit of head office. ठीक है. Now I come to the branch part. Okay, branch में अभी चलते. देखिए branch. Okay, for branch, if you see for the branch cost equal to 110 because it's received the goods from HO at 110. Now branch sell the goods as 125 because it's given. Both branch and HO sell the goods as 125. It's given perfectly. Okay. Now if you see the profit is how much? 125 minus 110 is equal to 25. You can see, sorry, 15. So profit ratio you have how much? Profit ratio you have how much? अच्छा, और एक चीज, सॉरी, यहाँ पे एक चीज देखिए, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. एक चीज देखिए, यहाँ पे थोड़ा लैंग्वेज में वेरिएशन है. हमको एक चीज यहाँ पे देखिए क्या लिखा है. All sales whether by head office or by branch were at uniform gross profit of 20% on their respective cost. That is what the language. देखिए कितना वेरिएशन है लैंग्वेज में. On their respective cost, it is clearly given on their respective cost. So branch का respective cost कितना? 110. उसके ऊपर 125, उसके ऊपर 25% होगा. देखिए ये जो ब्रांच सेल द गुड्स है ना, इसमें 110 के ऊपर 25% होगा. समझे? ये इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट है. सो यहां पे साफ साफ लिखा है 110 के ऊपर 125% करोगे तो आपका प्राइस आता है 137.50. सो ब्रांच सेल द गुड्स टू आउटसाइडर 137.5. सो आवर प्रॉफिट बिकम 137.5 minus 110 is equal to 27.5. So profit ratio 27.5 by 120 37.5. ठीक है, ये होगा. इट्स अराउंड 20%. ठीक है, इट्स कमिंग 20% सर. ठीक है. सो ब्रांच का सेल कितना है वो देख लेते हैं एक बार सर. व्हाट इज अ ब्रांच सेल्स? सर ब्रांच सेल्स 8,20,000. सो 8,20,000 ओके into 20% is around 1,64,000. So GP of the branch is 1,64,000. ठीक है, GP of the branch is 1,64,000. Done sir, completed. So branch GP calculated. Okay, and HOGP completed. So now we can easily do the sums. इसको नोट डाउन कीजिए सोनल एक बार, उसके बाद हम लोग क्वेश्चन सॉल्यूशन में जाते हैं. इसको नोट डाउन कर लीजिए प्लीज. डन, हाँ फॉर्मेटिंग हो गया, ठीक है अब शुरू करते हैं। The first thing is that with respect to the trading PL, see we have already calculated the gross profit here, okay? So one by one I am putting the items here, okay, one by one. देखो, the first thing is that capital is there. Capital is how much? 3,10,000, but it's only for the HO. It's only for the HO, okay? So as we are doing the combined things, so we can plot here. क्या क्या है कैपिटल से एंड ड्राइंग्स भी है, तो दोनों पहले प्लॉट कर लेते, ठीक है? कम हियर कैपिटल, ओके, इज द कैपिटल। नाउ कैपिटल कितना है सर? 3,10,000, नो डाउट एट ऑल। इसके साथ क्या ऐड कर हम लोग लेस करेंगे? ड्राइंग्स, परफेक्ट। हाउ मच इट इज? 55,000, नो डाउट एट ऑल, ठीक है, ये डन है। आफ्टर दिस यू हैव द परचेसेस, वन बाई वन आई एम गोइंग टू। परचेसेस 1969,500, बट इट इज इन द बुक्स ऑफ, it is in the books of HO, as well as there is a cost of processing 5,500. So can I write here to no opening stock is there, okay, to purchases account 1969,500, okay? So can I write here to processing cost account, or you can say so process account also, how much it is? 5,500, ठीक है, 5,500। अच्छा आफ्टर दिस क्या है देखिए, ये 1969,500 है, ओके, 19,69,500 एंड ये है 50,500, ठीक है। आफ्टर दिस वी हैव सेल्स अकाउंट, सेल्स अकाउंट इज 12,80,000 एंड 8,20,000। सो कैन यू प्लॉट हियर डायरेक्टली? यस, सो बाई सेल्स करके प्लॉट कर दीजिए सोनल। 12,80,000 इन द कॉलम ऑफ एच एंड 8,20,000 in the column of branch. Now the same thing we are going to do it, that is goods sent by the branch is how much? Goods sent, sorry, goods sent to the HO। देखिए यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, ये सबसे पहले समझना पड़ेगा ठंडे दिमाग से, ओके? देखिए यहाँ पे क्या है, goods sent to the branch is 9,24,000, परफेक्ट है। goods sent to the branch is 9,24,000, ठीक है। अच्छा नाउ व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इट, 94,000 तो यहाँ पे है, उसके बाद हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? अच्छा ये लिख लेते एक बार, ठीक है, देखिए सो वी कैन राइट हियर बाय गुड सेंड टू ब्रांच, परफेक्ट, एंड द सेम थिंग वी आर मेकिंग इन द कॉलम ऑफ 9,24,000, परफेक्ट। कोई डाउट है इसमें? कोई डाउट नहीं है। एंड द सेम थिंग वी आर प्लॉट हियर टू goods received from HO, how much sir it will be? 9,24,000, कोई डाउट नहीं इसमें, it's very easy, okay, it's very easy, the same journey that we have done in the like previously, okay? plot here अच्छा now see here we need to make a certain things here. After this what we need to do, after this we have goods sent to the branch and administrative expense. So these expenses are comes under where? These are comes under the, you can say, P&L account, admin expense, selling expense. See admin expense, sell and debtor. So debtor I am going to plot in the balance sheet directly, no problem at all, okay? So debtor is a single amount which will be nothing but the you see whenever you prepare the balance sheet, make it a consolidate, okay? Remember this, I'm repeating again and again, when you are doing the balance sheet, make it consolidated, means debtor HO and that branch HO, branch debtor, both are to be added. See here it is written in the form, prepare trading and profit and loss account in the columnar form and the balance sheet of a business as a whole. देखिए क्या लिखा है, you before solving any question I am requesting again and again, please go through the question first. साफ साफ लिखा है trading and profit should be made in columnar form and the balance sheet of the business as a whole. So here if you can see the trading and PL account, we are maintaining columnar form. Lekin when we prepare the balance sheet, make it a joint. It means add both the balances and then plot it. So data का balance दोनों add करके बैठाएंगे. Branch current account is separately 389 800. ठीक है, no problem. And other than this, creditor will be added, bank balance will be added, head office current account is separate, and goods received from HO is 880. देखिए यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, goods received from HO 880. So guys, just think here, one important, goods received from HO is 880 ना यहाँ पे. And now because, do you know why? Because goods sent by the HO to the branch in March, but were not received till 2nd of April. So that's why goods received from HO is given 880. Correct? ऊपर में देखिए कितना लिखा है, goods sent to the branch 924. But here it is written goods received from the HO, it's 880. So guys, what we can do, सोना लेवा देखिए क्या कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे देखिए 44,000 out of which 44,000 is not received. So that is why branch showing a balance from HO is branch showing a goods received from HO is 880 rather than 924. If you add 44,000 with 880, then your figure will become 924. But as the goods received from HO is showing 880, that's why you're not going to do it anything else here. देखिए क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे, either you can show 924 and then buy goods in transit, you can do it, or you can show 880 directly, or you can show 880 directly, whatever you can. Either you can show 924 here directly, or you can show buy goods in transit 44,000, automatically it will be adjusted to 880. Rather, you are going to show here 880. So what I am going to do, I am not going to erase it. I am going to show goods in transit. ठीक है, कितना होगा 44,000. ठीक है, and remember they clearly said that 44,000 is showing separately. It means if the branch is showing 880 का balance, it means in the 880 that 44,000 is not included. When you include it, then it becomes 924. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ठीक है, लेकिन ये एक्चुअल में होना नहीं चाहिए, ये एक्चुअल में होना नहीं चाहिए, बट ठीक है, वी कैन डू इट, दिस एडजस्टमेंट यू कैन डू इट, नो रॉन्ग एट ऑल. ओके, नो रॉन्ग एट ऑल, you can do it. It's plus, it's minus, then you can, the added figure is 880. That's all. Okay, कोई डाउट नहीं है ना. अब हम लोग एक काम करते हैं, इसके बाद और क्या करेंगे देखिए, यहाँ पे आगे बढ़ते हैं थोड़ा. ठीक है, नाउ आफ्टर दिस we have certain expenses, please plot it, then we are going to make another things. Now to administrative expenses, how much it is, sir? 139 and 15,000. 139 and 15,000. Other than this, what we have, selling expenses, you can write selling expenses, sir. To selling expenses, sir. How much it will be? Selling expense 50,000 and 6,200. After this, we have certain, you can say Sunday debtor. So come here, balance sheet. यहाँ पे fixed asset होगा and यहाँ पे current asset होगा. So in the very beginning of current asset, we have a place of inventories, perfect, and then we have goods in transit, definitely. ठीक है, and other than this we have the Sunday debtor. So Sunday debtor कितना है सर? Sunday debtor टोटल आपका देखिए बैलेंस में कितना है, एक बार दिखा था आपको. Sunday debtor is given 3,09,600 and 1,13,600. It means if you add these two, you are going to get 39,22, 23,200. So it means 423,200. That's all. Okay, after this you have the branch current account. After this you have the branch current account as well as you have creditor. So first creditor को ऐड कर दीजिए. ठीक है, यहाँ पे लिखिए creditor. ये करंट लाइबिलिटीज है. So how much is the creditor balance? Add these two. 601,400, 10,000. It means 612,200. 612,200. You can add here. Okay, I am doing a consolidated part. Okay, jointly. इसके बाद और क्या है सर बचा हुआ? Now इसके बाद जो भी है, head of his current account is showing 261,500. Perfect है, ठीक है. Head of his current account is showing 261,500 and goods received from HO. That is what I've done. Now we have certain branch current account balance is how much? 389,500. Okay, सी ब्रांच करंट अकाउंट में बैलेंस, सी ब्रांच में बैलेंस दिख रहा है 280 389 800 and the HO current account it is showing branch का balance 261 500. So there is a mismatch, there is a huge mismatch is there. Okay, we are going to disclose this. Okay, सबसे पहले what we are going to do, एंड एनीथिंग लेफ्ट एक बार देख लेते हैं, हाँ क्वेश्चन पढ़ के एक बार देख लेते हैं अच्छी तरह क्या क्या लेफ्ट है हम लोग के पास. We have plotted capital, drawings, purchase, cost of purchasing, sales, goods sent to branch, admin expense done, selling expense done, data done, branch carding was still not done, creditor done, bank balance. Oh, bank balance is pending. So please plot bank balance. Bank balance is 152 and 77. It means 52 and 77 become your 7522 and 729. So 229 500. Okay, 229 500. That is also done. So bank balance be done. Okay, sir. Okay, now you can say, if you come lower, then if you find there is called cash in transit. Okay, there is a cash in transit is there, which was 84 300. Okay, so cash in transit is a part of the current asset, so you can write here cash in transit also in the current asset. How much it will be? 84 300. Okay, you just need to plot in the balance sheet 84 300. And there is a cost of unprocessed goods at HO. अच्छा, देखिए guys, HO में कितना unprocessed goods है? 1 lakh rupees. It means it's a, you can say this 1 lakh rupees nothing but the closing stock in the hands of HO. This is, you can say, closing stock in the hands of HO. So you can plot 1 lakh rupees as an inventory in the HO books. Perfect. Okay, चलिए एक बार दिखाते हैं आपको. देखिए सबसे पहले what we are going to do in current asset inventory, the unprocessed goods is 1 lakh. Then goods in transit I'm going to plot it, make it an inner column. Okay, debtor total of the branch plus HO, bank balance total of the branch plus HO, cash in transit is nothing but 84 300, which is given in the adjustment number B. Now this 84 300 is a cash in transit. Other than this inventory rupees 1 lakh is also to be shown in the trading account by, you can say, inventories, or you can say closing inventories is how much, sir? 1 lakh rupees. It is for HO only. Perfect, it is done also. अच्छा, इसके बाद और क्या है सर? अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग गाइस, वी हैव स्टिल लिव टू डन. यहाँ पे क्या कैलकुलेट किया था हम लोग बहुत मेहनत करके? वी हैव कैलकुलेट बोथ ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट हियर एंड ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट हियर बोथ. सो वी आर गोइंग टू प्लॉट हियर. ठीक है, ये प्लॉट कर दीजिए यहाँ पे. टू ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट CD. ओके, 3,40,000 एंड 1,64,000. ठीक है ना, ये प्लॉट हो गया मेरा. और क्या लेफ्ट है यहाँ पे, और क्या बचा हुआ है वो समझना पड़ेगा. what is left we need to first understand here. Okay, what is going to be left here? अच्छा, one more adjustment I left out. चलिए देखते हैं एक बार. Guys, come to adjustment number C. Stock taking at the branch disclose a shortage of 20,000 at the selling price of the branch. Very good. This is a very good adjustment. See here, there is a shortage of stock of rupees how much? 20,000 at selling price to the branch. At selling price to the branch. So there is a shortage of the stock is how much? Shortage of the stock is nothing but 20,000. How much, sir? Here 20,000. Okay, that is what we need to understand first. Okay, so देखिए यहाँ पे shortage of stock है 20,000 at selling price to the branch. That is we need to understand first. Okay, at selling price to the branch. At selling price to the branch, it means what? It means branch sell the goods. Branch sell the goods at 20% profit. Branch sell the goods 20% profit. What we have calculated here? Perfect. If you see branch profit to branch is nothing but 20%, that you have calculated here. देखिए यहाँ पे profit to branch is nothing but 20%. So the question also says that the shortage of the stock of 20,000 will be measured at selling price to the branch. It means 20% profit में. So this 20,000 is inclusive of the, this 20,000 is inclusive of the profit part. So it is a shortage of the stock. It is a shortage of the stock. सो हाउ कुड वी रिकॉर्ड दिस शॉर्टेज ऑफ द स्टॉक? चलिए रिकॉर्ड करते हैं इसको एक बार, देखिए. सो द shortage of the stock will be recorded like an abnormal loss. So what will be a journal, sir? Abnormal loss account debit to trading account when there is an abnormal loss happen. Same way we are going to record the stock reserve. Actually you can say stock don't reserve, sorry, stock shortage. So you can write stock shortage account debit to trading account. So 20,000 is the selling price. We cannot show the profit here because it's a shortage, sir. It's a shortage, is a loss. So we cannot show loss as a profit. कैसे profit दिखा सकते हैं? So we need to deduct 20% profit here. Okay. So we can show 16,000 here in the branch account. Perfect. 20,000 is the total. You can say the total goods that is lost. But this 20,000 is valued at cost plus profit, which is 20% profit with respect to the branch. So if branch is selling goods at a 20% profit, then this 20,000 is nothing but inclusive of the 20%. So we need to deduct it, and then cost will be shown here as a 16,000. Perfect. Then cost will be shown here as a 16,000. Perfect. Now what we need to do? Now we are going to calculate the closing stock here. अच्छा, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ठीक है, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक लिखना सही नहीं है. अच्छा, इन्वेंट्रीज एट अनप्रोसेस लिखे, इन्वेंट्रीज ऑफ अनप्रोसेस गुड्स. हाँ, क्योंकि अभी हम लोग को क्लोजिंग स्टॉक निकालना पड़ेगा बिकॉज ब्रांच का भी तो क्लोजिंग स्टॉक होगा. वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट द क्लोजिंग स्टॉक हियर. ओके, सो नाउ व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, एड दिस देन डिडक्ट दिस. ओके, चलिए कैलकुलेट करते हैं. कितना होगा देखिए यहां पे, 1088,000. ओके, 1088,000 minus 8,20,000, 8,64,000 and 8,80,000. So here it will be how much? कितना आ रहा है देखिए, 9,24,000 plus 1,64,000 minus 8,20,000 minus 44,000 minus 16,000. I am getting 2,08,000. Okay, I am getting 2,08,000. Perfect. Now add this 1969,500, 1969,500 plus 5,500 plus 3,40,000, 2360 lakhs. ठीक है, minus these three, minus 23,60,000 minus 12,80,000 minus 9,24,000 and minus 1 lakh rupees. So I am getting a 56,000 balance only in the closing stock. ठीक है सर, ये हो गया, परफेक्ट है. That is what we have done. ठीक है. Now see, this is the closing stock and the gross profit is going to come down here by gross profit B by D 3,40,000 and 1,64,000. ठीक है ना सर, ये कंप्लीट हो गया. अच्छा, one more thing, this stock shortage is nothing but the total loss which is also to be transferred in the PL account. So can you write here two stock shortage? When the abnormal loss is happening, the first journal made abnormal loss account debit to trading, and when the abnormal loss is the final loss, there will be no insurance claim received, then the loss will be transferred to the net profit and loss account. Then the loss will be transferred to the profit and loss account. Here will be transferred to the profit and loss. So stock storage will be 16,000. Plot here. Done है सर. ठीक है, अब इसके बाद क्या होगा सर? Now if you see, the goods in transit is 44,000. We have discussed in the last question, whenever any goods is sent by the HO to the branch, it will made as a profit. So this 44,000 is inclusive of the profit. So can I write here to stock reserve on goods in transit? Perfect, I can write here easily. कितना होगा? 44,000 is the goods in transit price. So the profit will be 1 by 11. Perfect. So it is 4,000. Perfect. So whatever the goods shown as a branch goods in transit, it is inclusive of the HO profit which we need to be unloaded, which we need to unload this. Other than this, if you see there is a closing stock also in the branch which is also inclusive of the profit, so also we need to deduct it. So क्या कैसे deduct करेंगे? Same way, you can write closing stock 2,08,000 is 1/11 करके देखिए कितना आ रहा है यहाँ पे 2,08,000 divided by 11. I am getting a value of 18,909. Okay, and if you add 58,909, so done है सर, और तो कुछ नहीं है. अब बैलेंस करके देख लेते कितना प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस कितना आ जाता है. ठीक है, नाउ यू कैन राइट है 340, you can write it 164, and if you minus this, अच्छा ये मैं गलती हो गया गाइस. हाँ, इसको यहाँ पे ये मैंने एचओ के कॉलम में बैठा दिया, ये गलत हो गया. ये 58,909 जो ना ये यहाँ पे होगा. ठीक है, इसको काट दीजिए, मैं एचओ के कॉलम में होगा, सॉरी ये ब्रांच के कॉलम में नहीं, क्योंकि ये तो एचओ का प्रॉफिट है ना. सो वी नीड टू अनलोड एचओ प्रॉफिट, नॉट इन द ब्रांच प्रॉफिट. ओके, सो ब्रांच के प्रॉफिट में इंक्लूड, ब्रांच के स्टॉक में इंक्लूड है. सो दिस प्रॉफिट इज बिलोंग्स टू होम? HO. So that's why we need to make a adjustment into the HO. Not here. You can plot here. First में वो सही बैठा था. ठीक है, it is coming 164 here and it is coming 340 here. So plus minus करके देखिए कितना आ रहा है. It is coming 164,000 minus 16,000 minus 6,200 minus 15,000. So I am getting a balance of 126,800. Okay, and here 340 minus 58,909 minus 1,39,000 minus 50,000. So I am getting a value of 92,091. ठीक है, 92,091. एक बार देख लीजिए कैलकुलेशन करके फिर से. अच्छा ये 4,000 है, सॉरी ये 4,000 है, ये 4,000 है, तो इसके साथ और ऐड कर दिए 46,000. अच्छा ये 128 होगा गाइस. हाँ, 128,091, बिकॉज ये 4,000 है, मैंने 40,000 डिडक्ट कर दिया, तो 36,000 ऐड कर दिया, तो 128,091 आ गया. तो ये 2 नेट प्रॉफिट अब लिखोगे, 2 नेट प्रॉफिट सीडी लिख सकते हो. सीडी लिख के कोई फायदा नहीं, दिस इज नॉट सीडी, इसे ट्रांसफर बैलेंस. ओके, इसको हम लोग लिख सकते हैं टू जनरल पीएल बोल के, टू जनरल पीएल बोल के लिख सकते हैं. तो इसको कहां पे ट्रांसफर करेंगे, यहाँ पे ऐड कर दो नेट प्रॉफिट, दोनों का प्रॉफिट ऐड कर देना. ओके, दोनों के प्रॉफिट ऐड कर देना, तो कितना आएगा देखो, 128,091, 126,800. सो आई एम गेटिंग अ वैल्यू ऑफ 891,54, 254. ठीक है, प्लस माइनस करके देखते कितना आता है. 3,10,000 माइनस 55,000 प्लस 254,891, तो मेरा आ रहा है 509,891. ठीक है, प्लस 612,200. सो 11, इट इज कमिंग 11,22,091. ठीक है, अच्छा दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव कंप्लीट. नाउ सी गाइस, वी हैव आल्सो सम क्लोजिंग स्टॉक हियर. We need to plot these two. हाँ, after adjusting the stock reserve, now can I write here? यहाँ पे तो जगह नहीं है, तो मैं एक काम करता हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ. ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं हम लोग. अच्छा यहाँ पे भी लेस कर दीजिए स्टॉक रिजर्व, इसलिए मैंने इसको इनर में रखा था. 4,000, ये हो जाएगा 40,000. ठीक है, and this one leg is in inventory and you can say closing stock here. I just plotted like this. कितना होगा क्लोजिंग स्टॉक टोटल? टोटल क्लोजिंग स्टॉक आपका कितना है, देखिए यहाँ पे मैं दिखा देता हूँ. 56,000 प्लस 2,58,000, सॉरी 2,08,000 माइनस 18,909. परफेक्ट, दैट इज द स्टॉक रिजर्व. 56,000 प्लस 2,08,000 माइनस 18,909. ठीक है, 18,909 इज अ प्रॉफिट, दिस पोर्शन प्रॉफिट, सो वी नीड टू डिडक्ट इट. ठीक है, मैंने वो डिडक्ट कर दिया है. सो कितना होगा देखिए, 56,000 प्लस 2,08,000 माइनस 18,909. सो मेरा आ रहा है 245,091, 245,091. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट आई फिगर गेटिंग. सो एड दिस, add all of this, 1,40,000 plus 423 200 plus 229 500 plus 84 300. So I'm getting same figure 11,22,091. Very good sum, guys. We have done this. बहुत अच्छा सम्स था, बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा सम्स था और क्लियर भी हो गया हम लोग को. एकदम इजी था, मतलब इजी नहीं था, सॉरी, मतलब एकदम बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग था, लॉजिकल भी था. बहुत सारा एडजस्टमेंट हम लोग सीखे गाइस, परफेक्ट, बहुत सारा. These types of question you may expect with respect to the this particular part. Okay, इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. You can expect like this. सोना नोट डाउन कर लीजिए, मैं थोड़ा ऊपर कर देता हूँ, इसको नोट डाउन कर लीजिए. अच्छा, ये सोना डन, completed. So this is what we have done, the consolidated part of the branch and HO, when we have to consolidate both the HO books and the branch books. We have done this. We have completed these three comprehensive sum and we have completed this part.